Jessica Lime. I'm a personal trainer here with Ageility. Today we're going to be focusing on posture. So have you guys ever found yourself when you sit in a chair, your shoulders are rounded, your back's rounded, even if you're standing up talking to your friends, this just becomes a normal, comfortable position. Maybe if we're on our phones or if we're on our computers or reading a book, our shoulders are moved forward and together, our back is rounded, and sometimes it's causing a lot of tension or pain, maybe up into the neck and your shoulders. Well, we're going to be doing some exercises that are going to correct that. So we're going to start off by just doing 3 short, quick little exercises that are just going to warm us up. So we're going to start by rolling our neck in one direction. So 1, nice and slow, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. We're going to go ahead and switch and go in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Next what we're going to do is bring our arm across, give it a nice big pull, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and slowly switch arms, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and roll these shoulders next. We're going to roll them backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to roll them forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. So majority of these exercises I normally do for 10 repetitions. We're only going to be doing 5, but if you would like to do 10 on your own, you can, and you can just pause this video when I hit 5 and just do 5 on your own and then play it again. So we're going to kind of shorten this a little bit and just do 5 reps, okay? We're not going to be doing 10. So all these exercises we're doing them seated. So we're going to start with the neck. So what I want you to do is make an L with your hand, okay? You're going to place your thumb in between your collarbones where they meet. Your index finger should be resting on your chin. What we're about to do is called chin tucks. So I want you to move your head directly back. I do not want you to tilt it back. I want you to move it back. You're going to be making a lovely face. You're going to make a nice scrunch up here in the front. So you're going to bring that head straight back. Hold for 3 seconds and back to center, okay? We're going to be doing this 5 times, okay? So again, like there's a string from your chin directly through the back of your head, okay? So you're just pulling that chin straight back. So let's go ahead and do it. Coming back. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. And back. 1, 2, 3. And back. 1, 2, 3. And back again. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Alrighty, so next exercise that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to be doing shoulder rolls. So it's similar to what we just did in our warm-up. However, we're not going to be coming forward. We're just going to be rolling those shoulders backwards. But when we're on the back part, we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades back for 3 seconds and then continue the rotations. When you come up and around, when those shoulders are as back far as they can, you're going to squeeze for 3 seconds and then relax, come back around, okay? So let's go ahead and do it. Coming back, squeezing the back, 1, 2, 3, down and around again. Squeezing in the back, 1, 2, 3, down and around. Good job, everyone. Squeezing, 1, 2, 3, down and around. And pulling back, 1, 2, 3. Last one. Pull those shoulders back. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. You're gonna go ahead and give yourself a second. We're gonna shake those arms out. I want you to maintain a proper posture the entire time, so I do not want you relaxing in between sets, okay? So I want you to maintain that proper posture the entire time. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna be doing what I like to call rows. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna extend those arms out, and then you're going to bring those elbows back as far as you can, sticking that chest out, like if you were to get your elbows to be able to touch completely in the back. That's how far I want you to stick that chest out. Squeeze those shoulder blades in the back. We're gonna hold for 3 seconds, and then come back. Okay, so again, we're gonna do this 5 times. So like you're rowing a boat, okay? Let's go ahead and start. Arms out in front, pulling those elbows back, squeeze for 1, 2, 3, back, and pulling those elbows back, squeeze for 1, 2, 3, come back forward, squeezing those elbow blades back, 1, 2, 3, and forward, squeezing those shoulder blades back, bringing those elbows together, last one, and squeezing back, 1, 2, 3. Good job. So the next thing we're going to be doing is one of my favorite exercises, and it's called cat-cows. So you might have found these in yoga if you've ever done a yoga class before. We are going to be doing these seated. So I'm going to turn from more of a side angle so you can get it side on. So what we're going to be doing is when a cat is scared, what does it do? It rounds its back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into what is called cat. We're going to tuck that chin down to our chest as far as we can. We're going to then continue to round our back and then tuck our tailbone underneath us and tightening that core, sucking that core up as high as we can get it. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds. So this is what cat looks like, tucking that chin down, rounding that back, tucking that tailbone underneath us. We're going to really hold this for 3 seconds. Then we're going to slowly transition to what is called cow. So we're going to stick our chin up. Our chest is going to come out. We're going to pull these shoulder blades back. Then we're going to stick our tailbone out. We're going to hold this for 3 seconds. Then we're going to slowly transition back into cat. So we're going to hold each for 3 seconds, slowly transition back and forth 5 times, okay? So 1 cat and 1 cow is once. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with cat. So let's tuck that chin around that back. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. 1, 2, 3. Slowly transition into cow, sticking that chin up, chest out, tailbone out. 1, 2, 3. Slowly going back into cat, tucking that chin, rounding that back, tucking that tailbone underneath you. 1, 2, 3. Into cow, sticking that chin up, chest out, tailbone out. 1, 2, 3. Back into cat, rounding that back, tucking that chin, tucking that tailbone underneath you. 1, 2, 3. Slowly into cow, sticking that chin up, chest out, tailbone out, pulling those shoulder blades back. 1, 2, 3. Back into cat, tucking that chin, rounding that back, tucking that tailbone underneath you. 1, 2, 3. Into cow, sticking that chin up, chest out, squeezing those shoulder blades in the back, sticking that tailbone out. 1, 2, 3. This is our last one. Tucking that chin, rounding that back, tucking that tailbone underneath you. 1, 2, 3. Slowly into cow, sticking that chin up, chest out, squeezing those shoulder blades and tailbone out. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Good job, everyone. So again, keep that posture. Don't slouch over. Sit up nice and tall. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place our hands directly behind our head. All I want you to do is just lean back in your chair, and we're going to draw those elbows back and then relax. So what we're going to do is sit up nice and tall, just lean back a little bit in our chair, bring those elbows out as far as we can, and relax, okay? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do it again. Hands behind the back of your head, lean back as far as you can, bring those elbows out to the side, hold for 1, 2, 3, and relax. And we're going to do it again, lean back back as far as we can, bring those elbows out, hold for 1, 2, 3, and relax. And we're gonna do it again, leaning back as far as we can, drawing those elbows out, hold for 1, 2, 3, and relax. And we're gonna do it again, leaning back, drawing those elbows out, hold for 1, 2, 3, and relax. Last one, leaning back as far as we can, drawing those elbows out, hold for 1, 2, 3. Good job. Go ahead and shake those arms out. Give yourself a second. Alrighty, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do shoulder rolls, but it's similar to the ones we did in the beginning, but this one more or less focuses on a 3-step process to try and get our shoulders up, back, and arms down. So when we're sitting down or we're standing up, naturally our hands are at our sides or they're rolled to the front. Go ahead and turn your hands out and tell me if that's a natural position for you. It's a little different, but you feel that your shoulders automatically rolled backwards. So it kind of made you stick your chest out a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, have our hands out. We're gonna hike our shoulders up, so that's gonna be 1. Then we're gonna pull our shoulders back, 2. And then we're gonna drop our shoulders down, 3. This is a natural position of getting our shoulders pulled back and chest out. This is a proper posture of how we should stand or sit. Shoulders pulled back, nice and tall, sitting up. Chest is out a little bit, okay? So when we are coming up and then pulling back, we're gonna hold the pulling back position for 3 seconds, okay? And then we're continue dropping the shoulders and then coming back around. We're gonna do this 5 times. So let's go ahead and do it. Coming up, pulling those shoulders back, 1, 2, 3, dropping them down, and hiking those shoulders up, pulling those shoulders back, squeeze, 1, 2, 3, dropping those shoulders down, and again, hiking those shoulders up, drawing them back, squeeze, 1, 2, 3, dropping them down, and again, pulling them up, pulling them back, squeeze, 1, 2, 3, dropping them down, and coming up, squeezing the back, 1, 2, 3, and dropping them down. Good job, everyone. Alrighty, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start with our arms. They're gonna be right in front of our face. We're gonna go ahead and pull those shoulders back, so squeezing in the back for 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna go ahead and relax, okay? So again, starting with your hands at center, pulling back as far as you can, squeezing in the back, coming back, okay? So let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and squeeze, open up that chest, squeeze for 1, 2, 3, and relax. And come back, squeeze those shoulder blades, 1, 2, 3, and relax. And squeeze, 1, 2, 3, and relax. Go ahead and squeeze, 1, 2, 3, and relax. Last one, pull, 1, 2, 3, relax. Alrighty, so again, sitting up nice and tall. Do not let yourself slouch in this little break. So last exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start with our hands out like this. So I don't want your hands together. I want them out like this, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, if we could touch our hands, bring them all the way to where they can touch in the back, that's what I want you to go ahead and do, because if your hands are like this, it's not as much as a pull than if they're like this. So keep your hands like this, don't get lost in the middle of the repetitions, and move your hands back to pointing out forward. Keep your hands out to the side. So we're gonna go ahead and squeeze in the back for 3 seconds, opening up that chest and coming back to center, okay? Again, we're gonna do this 5 times. So let's go ahead and do it. Bring those hands back, squeezing in the back, 1, 2, 3, and relax, nice and slow. And again, squeezing in the back, 1, 2, 3, and relax. And we're gonna go ahead and go again, squeeze in the back, 1, 2, 3, and relax. I'm gonna go ahead again, squeeze in the back, 1, 2, 3, and relax. Last one, squeeze, 1, 2, and 3. Sitting up nice and tall, don't lose that good posture we just worked on. That is all the exercises I have for you today. I hope you all enjoyed our posture class, and I look forward to my next video with you. Bye everyone.